that ass up.
Get up and get turned up with DeDe in the morning.
We get wild a bit.
I'm so excited to talk to this man. I've known him for years. I feel like I've watched him grow up. He's now a daddy. He's now a daddy and everything. He's got a brand new one coming out. It's called Back Home. Y'all got to give it up for Mr. Trey Songz. What up?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Okay, so
I like
wait.
them locks.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm still getting used to them. But you know.
I can tell you keep touching it.
I know, because I'm just like, they're interesting. They're kind of heavy though, they kind of like, but anyway. Trey, let's talk about you.
Let's do it.
All right, first thing, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I got my tea right here. I got my water right here with a little vitamin C in it. And anybody that don't know, I did test positive for COVID, if you had heard. And I just been self-quarantining and taking care of myself, taking it day by day.
So any kind of effects, or are you asymptomatic?
Well, no, I had a lot of effects.
Really?
Yeah, I had the chills. I had a fever, but my temperature did run high. What else? I lost my taste, my smell.
Wow.
I'm short of breath, and I'm an athlete. Like I run around, play basketball, work out 4 or 5 times a week, and just running up the stairs have me like. So wow. It ain't no joke, man. Like, so
do you know where you got it? You have any idea?
I could say I got an idea, but I don't really know for real.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So here's my question though, because your president came out and said it was like getting the flu.
He got to be my president. Why he got to be my president? How you gonna throw that on me? And try to slim past it too, skim on. This is what happened with your president. He said he had.
I know it. I'm sorry.
My man, 70-something years old, talking about, I feel better than I did 20 years ago. He full of shit, man.
Okay, that's what I was like. What did he take? Hold on a second. Trey, what did he take? Would you take what he took?
Hell nah.
That's what I'm saying. Something ain't right.
Nah, the whole cabinet caught it, messing with his ass.
Okay.
He's just irresponsible, man. I'm talking to anybody that cares about the well-being of anybody but themselves. If you feel like you got symptoms of this thing or you test positive, please stay in the house. Man.
Yeah.
Everybody can't handle it the way other people can. And it's just selfish to do anything otherwise.
So let's talk about that, because with you having it, first of all, Trey, I'm tired of this. Let me tell you what I'm tired of you. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm mad at you, okay? I'm mad that every time I turn around, you got to come out and give us a story. And we all go, when did this happen? Kind of like you with the baby. All of a sudden we look up and Trey just drops a baby on us. I said, when the hell did this happen, Trey? you dropping babies, you dropping COVID, you dropping albums.
DeDe, I ain't talked to you in a minute. I knew you was coming at me. I knew you was coming for me.
I said, where does baby come from?
Out of a womb.
Okay, so tell me about the baby. Like, you kept that private.
Oh, no, for sure. I definitely did. I feel like things you hold nearest to you in this day and age, you got to hold near to you. I mean,
right.
When you are ready to share, you got to be ready to share, knowing that you are now giving this information to the world for them to do whatever with. So my moment with my baby, with his mother, with my family, that was for me as a man. You know what I mean? Like Trey Songz, y'all know me since I was 19, 20 years old. I grew up in front of the world.
Yep.
In some moments, I'm going to take for myself. Some moments I do not feel obligated to share. But being that I do love my fans and that I am in the position I am in life to be able to take care of my family the way I am because of my fans, I do share. And what I think with the birth of Noah and the making of this album is a lot more vulnerability within me and a lot more willingness to share, because I was very protected even in giving them of myself. Like, I come in there, y'all ask me a million questions, I found a way to dodge each and every one of them.
Because we really didn't know a lot. We don't know a lot about like your life like that,
That was important to me to separate the two. Whereas I'm at a stage right now where I realize me giving of myself can help other people in the problems they have or in the joys they have. Just being vulnerable. And I'm at a place where I understand social media and I understand what to take from it and what to leave.
Yep.
So
Like, I like that. You know, somebody had said, and I said to myself, because I have a hard time with it, right? Like that ain't, you know, me trying to show what I do at home or whatever and being on the radio. I mean, and we tell a lot of stuff. And one day I saw something that said my personality is on social media, but I'm not getting, you know, my life isn't, right? Does that make sense?
No, that make a lot of sense because
Right.
you can't determine who a person is from social media.
Nope.
You know, a person. Sometimes you don't know who people is right in front of your face. So, you know, on a social media search, you can give people what it is you choose to give them and create who it is you want to be while still not being that person. So,
come on.
With the birth of my child and just even in this album, like the things I'm speaking of, and like I'm peeling back layers of myself that I once would not have, just for the sake of, you know, not being strong enough to deal with, you know, so much scrutiny.
Right.
Even though I've dealt with it so much of my life, it is something that can weigh on you if you allow it to. So you got to be in a space within yourself that other people's opinions cannot dictate your actuality.
We're talking to Trey Songz, the sexy man right here. He didn't grow up in front. I swear he grew up in front of my eyes. And I don't know about y'all's eyes. Maybe y'all always saw him as that man that he is today, Trey Songz. The man who said the neighbors know his name. The man who said he invented sex.
Come on now.
Trey, let's talk about that. You made that claim. And again, we're friends. We go, you know, I'll never
look, let's get that out of the way.
You said you invented sex, and then you got some girls coming out saying some craziness about you. I know you mad about that.
I said, girl, you gonna think I invented sex.
Oh, think. Okay. I'll let you invent it. Let's go with that. I like that. But Trey,
let's do it. I made it up.
You being famous, and nowadays, do you realize that, I mean, what are they called nowadays? What do you want to call them? Thoughts, groupies, whatever you want.
Yes.
You know, hotels. That's what they say. Everybody got these hotels they be telling. Do you find, are you mad about that? Do you find, is there any truth to any of it? Anything you want to address about any of those rumors that have been coming out about you?
Anything negative, I've been letting it just do what it do. If you feed into negativity, if you give a response to negativity, you're not gonna win.
Yeah.
Like any involvement in it, whether somebody say this, when you speak out, defend yourself, but why you say that? When you don't say nothing, why you not saying that? So I've learned to just move in positivity and focus on what I'm focused on.
Yeah, yeah. Would you say that is one of the biggest downfalls of fame? Because I mean, everybody would say the perk is what? The money, y'all make a lot of money, right? And everybody does know your name. That's a perk, right?
Yeah.
But is the downside is that the worst thing is the lies that are told?
I mean, you sign up for it. You know, and you don't know what you're signing up for when you broke and you like, man, I want to be rich and famous. It's crazy. I was talking to my friend about this last night. And when you reach a certain level of success, you have everybody pushing you up towards that level of success. And then you have a certain amount of people praying that you fall. It's a phrase, pray for my downfall.
Right.
You know, and if you focus on your end goal and you focus on what you know to be true, all that's going to die away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the truth always presents itself. And furthermore, like you just got to focus on your craft and what it is you're here to do.
So what would you say? You said focus on your end game. What is Trey Songz' end game?
I ain't say that, but
come on. But what would you say?
If there was an end game, if someone was to evaluate me as an artist, from the beginning to end, I would want them to say that when it came time to my craft, I gave my all.
Yeah.
Every time. And you know, my track record speak for itself as far as me being a man for the community, a man for the people. In this time, I could have sat back and just been very quiet. Like a lot of celebrities have been. But I know that the people that put me in a position to take care of my family, the people that look like me. And I have all type of fans, of course, Spanish, white, whatever. But it's my obligation to. And I knew, my mama told me once I became, she like, now you're an activist. Now she's scared. She's scared for my life. She mad every time anybody say anything that ain't true. And I'm like, Mom, it's the path I chose. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm resilient enough to fight through that. And I know who I am as a person. And the people that love me most know who I am. And they know what it is that I stand for. So that's what's most important to me. Of course, I care what people think about Trey Songz, the artist.
Right.
But if you don't know me personally, or, you know, we strangers, then to be quite frank, if you have a negative opinion of me, that ain't for me to worry about.
Wow. Wow. I like that. Okay. So everybody, we are talking to Trey Songz, of course. I like that t-shirt you have on, by the way, right now. Like that. No, that's right. 2020 riots. How many times? I know that bothers you. Everybody is upset when we look at what's going on in the news and everything else. I know. I was just telling. I was telling somebody. You know, we've been doing, and certainly I've been doing, is trying to get as many people as I can registered to vote. We got to make a change in this country. It is horrible what we're seeing. You know what I mean? Like, it is horrible.
And I'll be truthful with you, DeDe. In my younger years, I wasn't like somebody that was like, and I voted. I voted a few times, but I wasn't one of the people that was like, we need to vote, this, that, and the other. I was one of the people that was like, my vote don't really matter. I'm in the hood and don't shit change here. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's how I was. And I understand people that have that thought process. But when you know better, you do better.
Yep.
So knowing that great grandfathers, great grandmothers, and everybody, they fought for these rights. They had to drink from different water fountains. They had to eat in different restaurants. They had to stay in different hotels. They got bitten by dogs. They got killed by police. Just for the simple right to click a section and say, I want to vote for this person, have a voice.
Yep.
So if that's not reason enough in this time, 2020, where the things that has happened to Black people have been happening to Black people since the time when we could not vote.
Right.
That gotta be reason enough for you to vote.
See, I love that.
People
I like
died
that.
for this.
Exactly. And here's the thing. They trying so hard to suppress our vote. As everybody says, then it must be something there. Must be a reason why.
They don't want us to vote because it matters.
Yep. Yep. I like that. That is so true. Okay, listen, how did you do in quarantine? Like, tell me about that. Like, I know everybody was quarantined for months. How'd you do? Did you write songs? Is that when you wrote the album or what?
The album was kind of reshifted during quarantine. I thought I had the album done, and we actually had a release plan that ended up being pushed back to, you know, right now. And you think about quarantine, that was the first quarter this year. We was about to shoot videos, and actually we had an album shoot planned. The week that Virginia shut down was the week that we had everything planned, a video, photo shoot. We had 2 videos planned and a photo shoot, but you know, God does everything in his timing. So with that time, the album kind of was readjusted, and it is what it is now today. I had just time to just sit with the music and really make music. Also within that time, the activist within me was awakened, and you know, we as Black people, we always feel it. You know, it's something you feel, racism, like through every day of your life, whether you address it, whether it festers within you. I think that the pandemic awakened me in a way where, as though, you know, we had a break from that. We was in our homes. We was in our home. Everybody was in home. That the biggest pandemic was Corona, and then as soon as the world opens up, you realize that no, it's not. It's racism. It's police brutality. It's systemic oppression of our people. So with the death of George Floyd, like, it was like all the pain I've been suppressing from racial encounters I've had myself with police, to my family, to it just overflowed, and I cried like he was my brother. I cried like he was my family member. So when that was the most essential part of self-knowledge that came through the pandemic, because from that I've organized a few protests. We organized a whole Black Lives Matter weekend in Virginia. We did Feed the City challenges that are still going on right now. In Virginia, we fed $1 million worth of food, 4,000 families, 3 to 4,000 families. We did one here in LA with Mustard and Janae Aiko. 2 Chainz just did one down in Atlanta. It's awoken the man in me, like, because I was okay with being passive. I was okay with, you know, speaking up on it and going on about my life. And I think a lot of people are, because it's easy to do. It's stressful.
You know what? Do you look at, now that you have a son too, do you think that was it? Did you
definitely was it. Like, just looking at a man's life being taken on camera as if he was nothing, and knowing that one day my son will be a man and he will face the same problems that all Black people face.
Yeah.
And just knowing that one day he'll, hey, 2020 was a crazy year, I heard in the history, but what the hell was you doing, Dad?
Right. Wow. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have an answer to that question that was, oh, I tweeted a couple times.
Right. Right. I know that's right. Now, see, you just put, that was like, that right there was perfect the way you said that, because that's what people think, and they think that's enough. And there's a lot of social media activists, and that works for some, but you were like, I got to get out there and do it. And I agree with that. I definitely get that.
It's all type of soldiers at war. It's people on the front lines, it's people 40,000 feet in the air. It's so many different roles and responsibilities. So not taking nothing away from them in their contribution. But for me, my physical presence and my physical voice is needed. And I know that come with scrutiny, and that come with, all activists have, especially, when you have a louder voice than most people, and you actually being heard, you're going to be attacked, and the devil going to come at you a million different ways.
Yep. And the devil has, just so we clear. Now the devil try to come at you, but I know you like, get off, and shake him off. Be like, get off me, dude. I don't know what the hell you're doing. Listen, everybody, we're talking to Trey Songz. Let's talk about that album though. Back Home. You said, so during quarantine, then everything kind of shifted. You changed a little bit. Did you take things off, add things to this album? Tell everybody about it.
Yeah, some things got taken off, and a lot of music. Troy and I, who I've been making music with since the beginning of my career, I was signed to him my first 4 albums, and then, as a man, you want to be independent, and then you kind of take your own way. So he had a smaller role in some of these albums. But this album, we came back together, and musically, I feel like I'm back home in so many ways, because just the way the music feels, like I'm not chasing nothing but my sound. You know what I mean? Like, this album feels so much genuinely like me. It's in a time where I feel like the music industry has changed so much, where you have, you want to chase individual single success because people's attention spans are so short. I call it like the fast food thing, where, you come through, you get a Happy Meal, you're going to be hungry again in an hour. We got another Happy Meal for you when you come back though. You know what I mean? But you're going to be hungry in another hour. So I look at this album, and I look at the way that I view music, the way that I come up listening to music, in its entirety. I want you to take a journey with this album. I don't want you to, when you was listening to 8701, Usher Confessions, you was listening to them straight through. You know what I mean? Yep. All these albums, these classic albums that we remember, like that you still play right now. Everybody talk about the 99s and 90s and the 2000s like it's gold, because those projects were solid projects. And I feel like everybody now is chasing one sound, like, and this is not to discredit anybody that's doing music, but I feel like we as a whole in hip hop and R&B have evolved to a place where music is one sphere of sound, versus when I grew up listening to music, you had your Music Soul Child, India Aries over here, you had Usher, Tyrese, you had the dancing guys. That's true. You had the sexy rapper LL Cool J. You had Tupac over here. You had Gangsta.
You had a variation. You had a choice.
You had Jodeci. You had, you know what I mean? It was cool. Everybody was cool.
Right.
I feel like now, if you don't sound within this sphere of what's happening, then you're excluded from the successes of your labor, or you're deemed a less present artist. So I just want to bring R&B back to the forefront.
I'm talking to Trey Songz. He's got the brand new one, you guys. It's out there called Back Home. The single is called Circles. I think I saw something on Back Home. What do you got? You got who's on there? Ty Dolla $ign, right?
Yep. Ty Dolla $ign, Sway Lee, Summer Walker, and my boy Davio.
Yeah, I love Summer Walker. I just want you to know, I think that girl is amazing. Is she great to work with?
She's fire. I think she's one of the leaders of the new school as far as R&B is concerned, because if you think about her, just what we were just talking about, I feel like Summer Walker and her, they as well, they focus on bodies of work. Bodies of work, making sure that they give the best. They're not chasing single success. They're staying true to what they want to say musically, and that's not going to be deterred by whomever. So I felt it very important to get her on that song, because I think she got the voice of the young Black woman right now.
Right. I love her. Let me tell you. Okay. So Trey Songz got the album out, Back Home. The single was Circles. Now, here's the thing that's interesting. I saw a video online just the other day of you singing a cappella. Did you see this? Everybody was like, Trey Songz, you were young. This was like when you first came, and they were like, Trey Songz coming through with the vocals to let everybody and to remind everybody that he got vocals.
Right.
Now, and I think
that was me at like 19,
was it?
20 something, I think it was
Okay,
Can't Help But Wait. It was Can't Help But Wait, so I was 21.
I Can't Help But Wait. That one, right? You were singing that?
Come on through with them vocals, girl.
What? Summer Walker and them ain't got nothing on me.
No.
Okay. I know I went too far. But wait, Trey, when you saw that though, like, did you you had to be proud because everybody was saying, wow, y'all didn't realize that Trey Songz can sing like that.
I actually didn't see none of that. I posted that on my page for like a Throwback Thursday. And when things get circulation and they get reposted, I don't tap into that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because that's outside of the purpose I meant it for.
Okay.
When I put it on my page, I view what's there right there, and all the other outside opinions is all. I don't even go into that.
Okay. Let me ask you.
I'm a post and go type nigga.
Okay. But let me tell you what I would like for you to do. I'm gonna be honest with you. I love these challenges that go on. Like I was doing, I saw the one with the Deborah Cox challenge. Every girl's trying to hit them notes and this and that. So that's why I'm like, you need to do a challenge. Show them these vocals because you have people out here trying to claim they the king of R&B, and some of them just ain't. They're not. Let's be real, Trey. Now, Trey, don't come back into the frame. Come back in for Trey. And I'm gonna tell you what. Let me tell you what Usher said. Usher, I asked him about it, right? And I said, you know, there's a lot of folks saying they king of R&B, and he said he believes there's certain things you need to have. You need to be in the game a certain length of time, right? Sure. He said there's certain hits and albums and things and that you need to hit in concerts and all this kind of stuff, which is so true. So I'm going to ask you, when we start talking about the king of R&B, and let's say we're doing Mount Rushmore of R&B male singers, who are the 4 that are up there currently alive today? Who would you put?
Well, since you spoke on Big Bro, once the conversation started and people acting like Usher ain't no king R&B, I stayed quiet on it. But you can't say R&B without Usher. Any R&B singer alive right now was singing Usher songs as a child.
Right.
You know, so I'm gonna stop right there. Like, okay. I ain't even gonna get into nothing else. So me and Chris and Queese and whoever else y'all want to talk about, I'm gonna give my man his flowers because I was trying to dance in the mirror, doing shit I know I can't do. I don't even dance. You feel me?
You were trying.
Yeah, my man went diamond. Like, come on. Like, we're not gonna even disrespect his name like that. And you know, that's one of the things about our culture that's different than every other culture is. Black music and Black appreciation is about the art of discovery. The newer it is, the better it is. When that's not always true. I
don't think so. Right.
In rock, in country, you got acts that are 50 plus years old.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Touring the world. I mean, of course not now, but they're legacy artists.
Mm-hmm.
So we've just now seen that in hip hop with an artist like Jay-Z. Like, but you look at LL Cool J and he don't get the appreciation that he's supposed to get. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like,
yep.
We
act like our singers are disposable.
We a culture where as though if you what have you done for me lately?
Right.
And that's not true elsewhere. So
right.
That's something we gotta, and everything a joke with us. Like, and somebody going through something, we find a way to make it funny.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But then when something actually happened to somebody, we all sad.
Truthfully, honestly, the Megan Thee Stallion, for real. And none of us knew how serious it was until she released the pictures and everything, you know, with she and Tory Lanez, right? Everybody was like,
you know what I mean?
Right.
But you're the same person, you had jokes and you was trying to find the funniest meme to post. These are real people and like, our entertainers that give their lives to us. Like, and I ain't just speaking about myself because I wear mine. Like, I'm cool. Like, I'm a be out here. I'm solid. Like, I know who I am as a man. But we got to realize these people that give themselves wholeheartedly. Yeah, they reap the benefits of their labors, but they give themselves. They give their lives.
Wow, yeah.
To make music, to give us moments to enjoy. And the first thing we want to do is laugh at their downfall. And that's sad.
You know what, Trey? As a kid, what were you deep? I bet your mama looked up and said, "Where the hell he come from? He just is 5 years old and deep in thought, sitting in his room in the corner, deep in thought."
DeDe, I'm all things. I only show people what they need to see.
Yeah, I like it. All right, real quick. The album is out now, right? Is it out?
Back home. It's out.
Back
right
home.
now.
All right. Do they even call them albums anymore? What do they call? Like your playlist? Is that it? A track list? What is it?
This is an album.
I know that's right.
I
Come
don't know
on.
what they calling everything else, but this is an album, front to
Okay.
back. You got to
All
skip
right.
down.
Called Back Home. The single is Circles. Make sure y'all go get it. He got a new baby. Are you and the baby's mama? Are y'all in a relationship? Like, is that like?
That's my business.
Damn. Okay. Does she know about you and Martha Stewart though?
I hooked her up with Martha. We were trying to get that kitchen right. Hey, look, on that Martha post, DeDe, the funniest thing, because I said whoever got the funniest comment get a free merch bundle. My boy said I got that WAP, warm apple pie.
Okay, on that one, I'm out.
So he got some free stuff for that comment.
I like it. I'm out. Listen, everybody. Trey Songz, make sure you follow him online, and make sure you go and definitely get this, y'all. Y'all got to get this. Download, do whatever you can do. Get the song Circles. The album is Back Home. This man right here is doing it for the people, for his son, and for everybody, and representing Virginia for real. You're doing really good. I'm proud of you, all right?
DeDe, I love you. Always have, baby.
Wake that ass up.
Get up and get turned up with DeDe in the morning.
We get wild a bit.